Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to clear on Morgana and finish roughly around 313 to 315 leashless, no potion required. Morgana jungle is a very consistent jungler due to her W doing bonus damage against monsters and her passive healing her against monsters and champions, of course. She isn't quite as good as Brand jungle right now. Brand jungle got back-to-back buffs for jungle. I think it was like 3 or 4 patches ago, so he's sitting a little prettier than Morgana is. I don't mind playing more into Brand though. We do outrange him. We're a great complement to our comp. Can Black Shield the Jinx. Seraphine can't land R on it. Black Shield's also decent against Brand, so he can't stun whoever I put it on. We do want to start on our blue side generally to do this clear. It will clear faster. With that being said, we don't want to really gank for Nasus early on. It's kind of crap, so we'll just go ahead and start here. I can do it easily 313, 315 off blue. We smite it right when it spawns. We do Gromp, Wolves, come over here. You want to drop Smite immediately because your W has execute damage. So, yeah, it helps you take it a bit quicker. As long as you're healing from your passive, so damaging a champion or a monster with an ability, W goes on a turbo short cooldown every second you do that. Alright, we got him inside of our W still, just barely. Very, very close. Want to make sure the big one's inside of it. Stacking your W doesn't actually do any more damage. It just takes up more space, so keep that in mind. Turn around, get him with an auto. We're good to go. Whew. Making decent time so far. I don't normally clear off a red side. More of a blue side clear Morgana. But like I said, ganking for Nasus early on would be a mistake. W has lots of execute damage. Very important to get our autos in. Help our W to do even more. Go another point in W. E's not going to help us clear, and Morgana is a full clear style jungler. We really want to make sure this hits the big one. The smaller ones have a shorter auto attack range, so it's easy for them to block skill shots like my Mor Q. Because the big one's attacking from farther away, essentially. Get him with red buff burn. Got the snare on the blue buff. We'll go ahead and smite him early, get the bonus damage. Blue buff has more health than the wolf anyway, so our W kind of got messed up there. The blue buff died and we still had a couple seconds of it down, so that's going to slow down our clear. But even off a red buff side, we're still making pretty good time. So we did a 317 off red buff start. I'm pretty happy with that. I can do, like I said, a 313 to 315 off of a blue buff side. Ready to gank. We can go for Scuttle Crab after that. Go ahead and pick up a point in our E. Walk these guys down. Red buff auto onto him. Land snare W. Red buff auto sets it up. Also puts kill pressure on him. It's a bad fight. Jinx she's going to get herself killed here. Get down our W and auto Q. I was on cooldowns there, so I couldn't help her a whole lot. Alright, this wave is crashed. We got the wave exactly where we want it. I kind of have to back off. I think Brand would be kind of on top side right now. This has got a lot of risk to it. Go and smite it and leave. Because he would have shown up bot side by now if he full cleared. Brand full clear is technically faster than Morgana full clear. I already did a video on it. You can clear 303, 304 on Brand jungle consistently with the right rune setup. Let's go ahead and get as much of this as we can. We'll push Lost Chapter. Not a huge fan of Lost Chapter on jungle since it gives a lot of mana, which we don't need, but it does give 5 more AP than Fiendish Codex. It also gives the same amount of ability haste, so if you can afford it, usually just push Lost Chapter over Fiendish. We got Lost Chapter and Dark, so that's a huge back for us. Fior's kind of low. Might be able to do something here. Nasus went cloth armor start. That's a pretty serious start to run. You know, they're not messing around. I don't remember. I guess he started 4 health potions, I would assume. I don't think it's the best start because Dorn items got turbo buffed a few patches ago. So not having the Dorn shield kind of sucks, I think. We'll go ahead and ghost her down. Get her with my W. Pop her with the Q point blank range. Got it. Ideally, you do want to save your W until your Q lands that way. Trying to crash this. You want to save your W until your Q lands that way you can hold them inside of it. This is in a bad spot. We'll let him get the cannon. We kind of have just finished pushing now. I mean, he does have R, but he's out of mana. If he's smart, he'll be glad that I helped him push. He needs to get his health mana back. Fiora has item advantage. She got to spend. So she'd thrash him there. He's out of health mana. She's full health with full mana and item advantage there. That's why we stayed to help push. If Nasus was still full health, full mana, there would really be no reason to help him push there. Because he could play the lane out, kind of hold a freeze. I could re-gank, but he's too low. It's pretty good for him. We will take it. We need to make sure the Q's about to hit before we get down the W against the Wolves in particular. That way the small ones don't end up blocking it. Very nice. Let's put this right here. The smite's about to be up. It's up at the very end though, so I'm not actually going to use it. The monster's already low on health. This is when my W's going to be doing the most damage, since it has a lot of percent based missing health damage, so XQ damage. I'm going to smite this guy instead. We'll let him walk through. Come on. There we go. Now you should have oracles right now. I shouldn't have this warding totem. Got him. He's going to feel that. I feel that a little bit. Got it again. That's a Dark Harvest stack. That's probably going to piss him off. We hit a really early level 6. When did we hit that? Like 7-minute mark? 650? It's really early for jungle these days. Jungle usually hits it more around 8-minute mark, and bot lane hits around 8:30. Top and mid hit level 6 around 5 to 6 minute. Quite a bit sooner than we would. It's awkward. I missed everything. I need to reset now. Oh, Lulu actually died from that. That sucks. Oof, that's tragic. I thought the minion was going to die and my Q would sliver through. Ezreal's high HP. He doesn't have heal though. How do I keep accidentally stepping out on the outside of the bush? That's really bad. I'm trying to be on the tip of it and I keep stepping out. He's slowed. We land the QW. Gotta ghost away. That's rough, man. I didn't have enough mana for my W there. If I did, possibly a double kill, but at least get one of them. We should be able to heal enough off this guy. What is it at now? 18% spell vamp. It's a decent amount. We're actually out of mana. Holy crap. Alright. Got blue buff now. My W's on a long cooldown. Because it didn't get to finish. You want the enemy, the monsters to die right as your W's ending. That way you can never really have it on cooldown. You can always spam it. Ezreal's going to be an issue. He's dominating. We will definitely need a full stack mesh if we're going to carry this game for 1 QW to kill, especially through a Seraphine shield. We can go Shadow Flame this game. It gives me more magic penetration if someone's being shielded or if they've recently were shielded. You can play around Nasus. He's playing decently enough. He got a solo kill on her. Once Nasus is 6 and up, he's not hard to gank for. Looks like Jinx actually DC'd. I wonder if that's how she died. We'll head over here. This wave's coming into him as well. She should be pushing up to finish pushing it. Wow, it's warded. The wards usually give vision for a second and a half, 2 seconds after you break it, so it's good not to just break it and immediately run over the top of it. I could wait a moment for Fiora. I do have R after all. Sitting on a lot of unspent gold. Making me wonder if this was warded. What are the odds Tri-Rush and this are warded though? She's just not here, dude. Let's go for this. We should have had oracles way sooner. He gets to free farm now. His Q's probably maxed out. Or all nearly maxed out. Can last at every single one of these. Every time he puts a potent in his Q, it gets a way shorter cooldown. Ganking their bot lane's still good because Ezreal doesn't have a full item yet. If my R's up, I don't really need to save Smite for ganks because I can already slow them and then peg them down with the Q. Leave that right there. Alright, cool. Demonic is good on Morgana. I wouldn't recommend it though unless they have a huge HP tank. They don't have that, so I probably wouldn't bother this game. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. These guys are playing so far back, I can't really get to them. That ward doesn't have good vision. It's just inside the pit. So they can't even see me over here. What does mid lane look like? Alright, he's pretty low. Can at least get Dark Harvest stack off of him. Scare him a little bit. Maybe get him over the wall. Oh, bro. That sucks. Alright, I think I need to move. He's kind of far away from me. He's hard for me to even get to right now. This is one of those situations. Ganking this is pretty bad. Hey, Brant. I'm getting slowed by that. Put a W on his head. Let him suck on that. These guys are actually pretty low. I'll ghost in for this. If my champion goes where I tell her to go. 15 seconds of speed up. I'm going to be on a ward. Get with the snare W. Juke that out. Down he goes. I'm on cooldown, so I can't kill her. It's fine. We'll take it. I knew we could probably do it because they're already missing some health. That's going to help our W do maximum damage since it has XQ damage. And Ezreal doesn't have exhaust or heal. Plus, I saw he wasn't full item. If he was a full item, I wouldn't have bothered doing that. He would have had way more damage output. Blue buffed up in 40. We'll go ahead. Could have gone wraps into this side. I'm fine going straight for the drag. Morgana dragons are pretty healthy. Got the big one there. Walk them on through. The soil placement matters a lot when you're kiting camps. You can end up saving yourself a lot of time. Because it's a big circle. You can use the edges of it. So one more auto do it. Yep. Alright, she's tier 1 boots. Ezreal's full item, she's full item. I'm faster than she is at least. Auto in the QW. Down she goes. We'll take that. Dark Soul's getting stacked up. Still haven't died yet. Oh, like 0 value I got there. Oh, Brand's here. What the heck? I actually missed my Q there. He didn't even know I was there and I somehow missed. That's brutal. I'm gonna walk this guy down. Get this is my auto. Got W on the cannon for the lower cooldown here. Ooh, I'm dead. Yeah, maybe not. Almost. Jinx gets the kill. Ezreal did a good job hiding behind the minions there. He made that really challenging. They know I'm in the area. Zed's low. He's very, very low. We can get a Dark Harvest stack off of him at least. Or W's going to chunk the heck out of him. Oh, that sucks. That's not even that bad. He's a high level. 36-second respawn. Because I wasn't going to be able to catch him anyways. Oh, he is tier 1 boots, maybe. Maybe given a long enough time horizon, perhaps. I don't think he should have suicided, even if he was kind of out of abilities. Must have been worried I was going to kill him with a single hit. Gee whiz, this Ezreal. Got it. I'll ghost him down. Pop him with my auto into Q. Always apply red buff auto if you can, especially in the early game. Because in the early game, it's not like they're going to kill you with 2 auto attacks. In the late game, it's harder to do that because they're putting out so much damage per second that you actually have some kill pressure on you. But early mid game, it's pretty easy to use your auto attacks as a form of kill pressure and slow application, particularly with the red buff. Scuttle Crab it is. It's up in the next like 7 seconds. It just turned yellow a couple seconds ago. Seraphine's really pushing that wave. It's pretty risky for her. If she stays, she's dead. Alright, she didn't stay. I'll hover it for now. We're at 10 Dark Seal. Maybe I should pick up the match here. Someone's going to step up this way for a flank or to reinforce FNR. Flank and reinforce like this. This is unbelievable that she's here. I legit didn't even get a Dark Harvest stack out of that. It's so baloney, dude. Because she was getting hit the whole time by my W, but the Dark Harvest only checks for application clearly like once every like 1 or 2 seconds. Gotta get out of here. I'm taking too much damage. Yes, no Dark Harvest stack off Seraphine. It's ridiculous. Because like I said, she's on my W the whole time. So either my W needs to apply damage more frequently within the second itself, or Dark Harvest needs to check for application more frequently. About time for me to reset. We could push straight for something like Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame's really good versus squishies, getting some more flat penetration. And it gives you even more penetration if they were affected by a shield. It says recently affected by a shield, so that could mean absolutely anything, because recently could mean within a half a second, a billionth of a second, a full second, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds. So we have absolutely no clue what recently means. I hate the generic wording of that. Yeah, it's tough. So that's something I like about League, is with your abilities, you can hold down shift and see all the nitty gritty damage, root duration, mana cost, and per level as well, just by holding down shift. You can see that on your abilities. They'll have extra stuff like, oh, 170% bonus damage against jungle monsters. So you can get all this information kind of at a glance, but then they're so lazy, like they couldn't have put like instead of saying shielded recently, they couldn't have say people who shielded, instead of putting recently within like 4 seconds or 5 seconds. Like that's the same amount of text really, but actually it conveys information. R is ready to use. We could go ahead and ghost in nice and early. Ghost lasts for 15 seconds. Oh, this is bad. Good thing I'm on ghost, otherwise I die there 5 times over. Fiora comes out of nowhere, Zed's dash is up. Apparently I just missed. I nicked somebody with a little bit of W though. I saw that get slightly lower cooldown. She's probably going to stop the Nasus. It's the only place she could be going. We need to still farm it up. Morgana is a hyper-scaling team fighting style champion. She has great clears, above average ganks, and amazing team fights. Similar to Brand in that regard. The main difference is Brand clears are roughly 10 seconds, 12 seconds faster than Morgana's clears. If you have Brand clear hyper optimized, like the video I put out recently. That's the main difference. If Morgana could clear at 303 like Brand, she might arguably be better than him at that point, but his clear being 12 seconds, 13 seconds faster, I think gives him the edge. Now this Brand obviously doesn't have the clear optimized, he needs to watch my video, but if he did have it optimized, got on with the QW. It's harder for people to react to the Q the closer you are. It's shorter travel time. It's like throwing a ball. Got it. Drag up in 20. I can't back for full Shadow Flame, so I don't really see a point in backing. A lot of times before... Ooh, they're all top side. I'll just back then. A lot of times before a big objective, the enemies will kind of start rolling up 5 seconds to 30 seconds ahead of time. So if you're there before they are, you can get some huge picks because they'll just walk into you. And since I saw them all 4 top side, they're going to be late to this, so I might as well be late. No reason for me to stand in bush for 30 seconds and get nothing. After Shadow Flame, I think we could go for Zhonya's or Rabadon. Would be justified. If they had a huge HP tank, Cho'Gath, Scion, Mundo, then we would get Demonic. They don't have that. Got it. So what does he have? 2 full items. 1. Pretty much everyone's tier 2 boots at this point. There's my red jungle item slow. I don't know what happened. He must have used his dash trying to kill the Jace because he didn't dodge my Q at all. The red jungle item slow is so hilarious because you can apply it with just your auto attack. So I can either slow them with my smite, or with my red jungle item, it stacks like a static shiv. When that's at 100, my next auto slows. I think it's like 20%. 30% slow over 3 seconds. That's actually really good. Oh, I couldn't quite get it. Got my jungle item slow against her on that. Jinx needs to get the... I don't think she realizes how little health she has there. She's basically dead. She's running in with like 200 HP. Outrageous. Is this warded? Let's find out. Oh, it is. This is bad. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Holy crap. It'd be nice if your W got on a lower cooldown, hitting non-large monsters, but it's only the large ones. It's kind of annoying. Brand's at 1 full item and did that type of damage. My goodness. Dude, I swear. My Q, it's not connecting with him. No matter how close it gets. That's got a tiny, tiny hitbox. It's one good thing about playing against Cho'Gath. He gets so big, it's kind of impossible to miss on him. Got it. We are sitting on a full Shadow Flame. We'll back for that. Clear this out first. Only thing up that's Baron, and I'm more playing for Draxel right now. I don't think we really need Baron at all. Leandri's application reapplies our jungle friend or jungle pet to attack. Your jungle pet attacks twice after you're done attacking. So he's attacking the whole time once per second, and then once you're done attacking, he'll attack 2 more times. My Leandri's burning for 4 seconds. Basically means my pet's gonna attack for 6 more seconds. That was weird. Strange fight going on over here. Their red buff's coming up here in a second. We'll go ahead and smite this. Since our red jungle item's finished, we need smites less and less and less. Like if I have R, I already have a slow. Since my red jungle item's finished, any attack, including an auto, will slow them. So the smite itself, only doing 40 damage against champions, is becoming less and less needed for us. Pop them both with R. I think I got her with the stun. She's inside my W there. For some reason, I thought those Jinx traps were there, as I could just walk through it. Nice. That's game. We always round off the build on Morgana with just more AP. You never really build anything that doesn't give AP on her. If it doesn't give AP, it's not worth building. I don't think Riley's is really worth it on her. Because think about it. We have red jungle item, slow, that we can apply through anything, any ability, including our auto attack. We have the smite slow or R slow, so why would we go for Riley's when we also have a snare? If they're already rooted, them being slowed functionally makes no difference whatsoever. So I don't think Riley's makes any sense on Morgana to build. It doesn't make sense. You want penetration, damage, ability haste, and Zhonya's for survivability on her. I'm gonna take everything from them. That should kill. We are at 228 CS. My goodness. Everything dies. I still haven't backed. All right, I'll reset here. Should realistically go for Rabadon with having full mesh. Rabadon's best here. We'll go ahead and pick up some more AP while we're at it. Looking at their items, they're all tier 2 boots. Important for knowing movement speed, chase down, runaways, skill shot landing. Seraphine 1 item, Ezreal 2, Zed 2, Brand 1, Fiora 1. I'm at, I would say essentially 3 because my mesh is giving max value right now. Even if its gold cost isn't equivalent of a full item. It's much cheaper. So across the board, we're way more fed. We all have basically 1 item up on our opposition. So our team's probably 10k, 9 to 12k gold ahead. Pop him with R, down he goes. I like how much damage just a little bit of soil's doing to him. I could probably kill Seraphine on Fountain if she doesn't move. That is hilarious. Yeah, that's pretty funny. We almost killed her. Maybe if I had Hill Cut. Got that W on him and the cannon, so even if he walks out, we still get some ability, some cooldown reduction. And that is a game, guys. Let's take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. It's a fun one. Looking at damage dealt against enemy champions, we almost had the most in the game. Surprisingly, Ezreal did have the most. And then me at 2, Nasus at 3. Normally, poke champions do tend to have the most. We kind of fall in that category, although a lot of our damage does tend to be kill damage compared to an Ezreal Q, which is always just poking. And then Jason did less than Nasus, surprisingly. Damage taken, we took the 3rd most in the game. Self-mitigated, we took the middle of the pack. And for runes high value. All in all, Morgana jungle is a solid jungler. She is being held back somewhat by just the champion. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, all in all, Morgana jungle is a solid pick, particularly if your team needs magic damage and if the enemy jungler isn't a ranged AD champion with a dash like Kindred Graves, because those are very hard to deal with, particularly in the early game. If you guys enjoyed this Morgana video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.